it's an approach to having somebody evolve from wherever they are to wherever they wish to be. So for example, right now, all of you are wherever it is in your life. What would it be like if you could completely transform your entire life? Any of the existing relationships that you have that aren't positive, what if you could transform those and make those amazing and great? Your job that you have at the moment, what if you could transform that situation and make that amazing and great? Your financial situation, your health situation, what would it be like if you could completely transform your life and evolve to the next level in whatever it is you want to be in your life? And this is what NLP is concerned with. Bit of history for you. I thought this was fascinating, helped me to understand the field. I'm just going to read a bit off the screen. I might throw some other bits in there. Richard Bandler, a guy called Frank Puslik, university graduates, and a guy called John Grinder, an associate professor of linguistics. These were the guys that created all this stuff in the beginning. They joined forces in the beginning a long time ago, and their initial thing in the beginning was to try and understand how therapists do what they do. How do therapists do what they do in terms of helping people to change? See, in the late 1960s and the early 1970s, they recognized that a lot of therapists were terrible and awful at helping people to actually make any transformation. They noticed that therapists would sit and talk and listen, but nothing would actually change in the people that they were seeing. So Bandler, Puslik, and Grinder, they were like, well, what's the difference that makes the difference? How can we work together and work out a way to identify the best therapists, the ones that are actually good at making people change and help people to actually have the skills that they need to transform and whatnot. They were surrounded by some of the greatest minds at the time, because some of the greatest minds at the time were all gathering in a place called California in America. For some reason, something called the Echelon Institute, lots of different psychologists meeting together, intellectual minds meeting together and discussing the nature of humanity and the nature of the human mind. It wasn't that, in late 60s, early 1970s, it wasn't that long after the Second World War, Vietnam War, all these changes. I think the civil rights movement was going on heavily in America. There was loads and loads of stuff going on in America, loads and loads of change. So they was just constantly always discussing stuff to do with psychology and how to help people. They were helped along by a guy called Gregory Bateson, who's a renowned biologist, the creator of a few different fields, general semantic systems thinking, all this sort of stuff. And in the early days, it was about studying therapists, as I said. But then after they got really well known studying therapists, what these guys done is they went and studied Now, what they got out of studying therapists is they learned how to talk to people and get close to people. That's what therapists do. Get close to people, language, bridge. Through that, when they studied the hypnotist, what they got from the hypnotist was how to influence, persuade, and manipulate. And then what happened after that was members of the opposite gender, so on and so forth. So that's some general history. So by the time they got to the hypnotist, it wasn't called NLP yet. It wasn't NLP. And then Richard Bandler, later on, he ended up calling it NLP. But he lost control of the trademark of that, which is why there's so much confusion in the world and why some people don't know what NLP is. But that's a whole nother story. So NLP in the beginning, so this was the first phase of NLP. In the beginning, NLP was just solely known as the modeling. It was the study of excellent humans, After they studied therapists and hypnotherapists, they studied people who gotten over phobias. They studied people that had been able to get confidence massively quickly. They studied great teachers. so on and so forth. So it was just, they were just collecting more and more and more excellent skills and knowledges from amazing human beings. So it was the study of people who are excellent. Has anyone here ever heard of Tony Robbins? I know at least two of you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I've heard of him, yeah.
Okay, bro. So Tony Robbins is, I'm going to argue that he's probably one of the greatest, one of the most well-known NLP practitioners that ever existed. Tony Robbins is famous because of NLP.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Blanca from London, UK. I am hypnotherapist as my part-time practice. I'm helping people to overcome limiting beliefs, to help people to connect whatever is currently troubling them with something that happened in their past using rapid transformation therapy, which uses actually aspects of NLP as well, and a bit of hypnotherapy and some psychotherapy.
Hi, my name is Dina. I'm a certified consultant hypnotherapist. I do it kind of part-time. I've done some NLP, but I would like to do more practical practice because I did mainly theory and reading. So this is great.
I have a question here. What skills, so a question for everyone, what skills do you think could be learned from the most amazing people who have ever lived? What skills do you think can be learned from the most amazing people that have ever lived?